Captain Ryan Watson, RyanWatson. What we have today is a complex scene. It began this morning at 11:15 a.m. when three suspects robbed the WSS clothing store at the 500 block of Tidwell, East Tidwell. Patrol made that scene, took an initial report. They had a great description and some surveillance photos of the wanted vehicle in this robbery. The North Division's patrol and crime suppression teams spent the next several hours looking for that vehicle in the area. They were able to spot the vehicle at approximately 12:55 this afternoon in front of the Advanced Auto Parts there at Airline and Tidwell, in the middle of another robbery. At that point, they tried to interdict the suspects. One of the undercovers pulled up to try and get an eye and watch the suspects as they were leaving the location. The suspects saw that it was a police officer in an unmarked car and began firing a pistol at the police officers. No one was hit, thank God. The suspects then took off running in that SUV, silver SUV you see behind me. They took off running, and it was about a 10-minute pursuit that ended up here at the corner of Canino and West Hardy Road. There were one injury of a suspect who had to be transported, who will be transported, and then one injury of a civilian who the suspects crashed into that will also be transported. Everyone is mildly injured. There are no serious or life-threatening injuries in this case. At this point, we have three suspects in custody. All three will be charged with multiple counts of robbery, attempted capital murder of a police officer, or aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. We're still conferring with the district attorney's office. Evading in a motor vehicle, evading on foot, and there's a slew of open warrants on these suspects as well. At this time, there is no further threat to the community, and hopefully this robbery crew, which I'm sure will be able to tie to additional robberies, is off the streets for a while. Any questions?
How many total suspects in the SUV?
So there were two in the SUV. One of the other suspects fled on foot at the scene of the Advanced Auto Parts. He was taken into custody down there as well.
And the civilian that was crashing into, was that the white Cadillac? Or do you know what color?
I don't know which vehicle she was in, but it was a young female who was complaining of arm soreness.
It's kind of real brazen act to be fired in broad daylight.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, we're seeing a trend across the nation that suspects and people are more and more willing to use violence against police officers. Police officer assaults and shootings are at record highs. The Fraternal Order of Police puts out those numbers regularly, and it's really alarming.
Anything else like that we did? So a total of 3 scenes.
3 scenes.
The WSS Advanced Auto Parts are here.
Yes.
All right.